So you can just start just by taking a moment. And as you just settle into this time and space, as we just settle in here, you can just let your body make any adjustments it needs so that it can be as comfortable as possible. It's really good. And as you settle in, you can just start to notice the space between the words, before the words, after the words. And you could just start to become aware of how you might be sitting in a chair, wherever you might be. And if your eyes are open, you can keep them open if you'd like, or you can close them. Sometimes it can be a nice break just to close your eyes and just tune the outside world out just for a little while. And as you start to notice of how you're sitting or perhaps lying down, you might also just become aware of any sounds in the room or any sounds outside the room. Maybe you noticed the sound of a clock ticking or sound of the heat or the air conditioning. Maybe you didn't notice those before. You can notice them now. You might notice or just become aware of my voice coming through your phone or your computer. You might also become aware of how you're breathing. You could put your attention on your breath. And you could notice just by putting your attention on your breath, it changes. It might get slower, more relaxed, or it might speed up a bit. It doesn't matter. Because whether your breath is slow and smooth or faster, erratic, the one who's aware of the breath, that one has already stopped and started to fall into a place deep inside. And as we continue to go along, you can always follow my words or my voice if it's helpful. And if it's not, you can trust yourself in a really deep way. You can be with yourself in a really deep and quiet way. Now, what would it be like if you just put your attention on the soles of your feet? I don't know if you can feel anything on the soles of your feet. We have so many nerve endings there. And it might feel very soft or subtle, or you might feel something really strong. And then what would it be like if you could feel that same sensation in the space between your feet? What if there was no separation, finally, from what you call your feet and the space between your feet? And the one who's been doing that can stop, open, and fall in and down to a place deep inside. It's really good. And as you fall in to the depths of yourself, you're going to fall in, you're going to discover someplace inside of you where there's a core wounding, someplace. It might be a tension or a tightness inside of you, or it might be anything at all. But someplace inside of you where there's some belief that perhaps there's a belief that you're not good enough, not lovable enough. Someplace deep inside where you first learned that you have to put on an act, put on a face. And that act and that face might have been practiced so much over the years you forgot that you put it on. But you can go to that core wounding, that core separation now. And you can inquire into it. What does it want? Maybe it wants to be set free. Maybe it wants to be just loved as it is. Maybe it just wants to know it's okay. I don't know. It could be any of those things. It could be anything at all. And as you become aware of that, what if you became aware of this deep kindness inside of you? This kindness that hasn't been tainted or touched at all by anything that's happened in your life. Just a deep kindness. And I don't know if you could become aware of that now or not. And if you can't, you could just imagine that you can. Works just as well. Just imagine that who you are in this moment is just like a sweet kindness. And I don't know if this kindness has a color or a vibration or a feeling. But if it does have a certain color or a certain vibration or feeling, what happens to this basic wounding when it gets met by this energy of kindness? Notice what happens. And this kindness can start to fill every cell of your body. And it could feel so good for the nervous system. All the nerves that have been so overfired and overworked can be soothed and healed by this basic kindness of your own self. And this kindness can go into every cell of your being, every muscle, every capillary, every space between. You could be filled with this sweet kindness. And it's been here all along. But you can feel it now. And this kindness is going to continue to open in you. You might discover in the next days or weeks other places of woundings that can be met by this kindness. And as you do that, something will continue to open and release in you, quite natural ways, without you having to do anything at all. And what a mystery how this kindness will continue to show up and open in you.